Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason. I'm your watch guy today, and today we are talking AliExpress releases or watches that I found on AliExpress this month that I think could interest you because they've interested me. This is my 5 watches I'm watching on AliExpress in May. Now, looking through my previous 3 months of this, I've kind of gone for the £100, £100+ type of market. And I thought today it may be nice to start off with a nice cheap piece. There are a couple of good ones in this month, a few that have caught my eye, and definitely a couple that you will see next month. If you would like to pick any of these watches up, all of my affiliate links are in the description. If you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. And there's also other links down below that you could help me out with, as well as my Instagram handle if you want to drop by and have a little chat. You can also drop a comment. One of my favourite things is reading through the comments, receiving messages from you guys. I love chatting to you and talking to you about what watches you're into and why you're into them. And you know what? General chat. I don't care. I just like interacting with you guys. It's brilliant. My favourite thing about doing all of this. Now, let's get into the list. So firstly, we're starting off with a brand that we haven't had on these lists before. I usually rule them out because they make really cheap watches and they're basically Casio homages half the time, which is weird because Casios are very cheap. But they've gone a little bit up market lately for some crazy reason. I am talking about Skami. This is Skami's homage to the Tag Octavia. Now, I had Pagani Designs answering to this very early on in my YouTube videos, and I enjoyed it, but it was a bit big. So I moved it on quite quickly. Now this one is an alloy casing, however they are very open about that, so I have no problem with it at all. It is £25 at the moment on AliExpress. For that you are getting an automatic movement, but not really much else. It is probably the cheapest answer to the Tag Octavia homages on the market at the moment, or the cheapest that I have seen. And you can pick this up from the Skami direct selling store for £25.46. I think an automatic watch, looking, if it does look this good, is quite a good deal. It's a very nice introductory type of offer. I think that could be a winner, and I probably am going to get one of them in. Let me know what you think in the comments. Moving on to something a little bit more upmarket. Now, we've probably all heard of Seagull, and if you haven't, it is a Chinese company. However, they don't really make homage watches. They make their own watches, and they're usually quite nice. They make some really quality watches, and they also make their own movements. I mean, you could say this is a bargain for an in-house movement watch. So this is the Seagull Pilot watch that I've seen this month. It is available for £72.66 on the Grand Tourbillon store. Now, I have never used them before, but I have read through all of their reviews, and checking out their page, they seem pretty legit, and the reviews seem overall positive for an AliExpress store. Now, for £72, you are getting a sapphire crystal in this one. It is an automatic movement. It is an ST17 movement, a Seagull ST17. As I say, you could consider this an in-house movement. And the real thing that drew me to this is that power reserve complication. I don't have a watch with a power reserve complication on, and I barely want one. Ideally, I'd pick up a Grand Seiko Snowflake, but I can't afford that because I spent a lot of money this month on watches. In fact, this year I have spent a lot of money on watches, and therefore we need to recoup a little bit. So this could be a really nice answer for me. I love the military styling of it, and Seagull always have that sort of vintage pilot type of style that I really do enjoy. And it's a nice change to the usual 1963 watch that we see so much of. I think this could be a nice option for someone who wants that type of aesthetic, but a little bit different, so not wearing the same as everyone else. I think it's a really good option, to be honest. Moving on, we are going to San Martin. Now, San Martin is a brand that is really well received for the quality of their homages. They often homage Seiko watches as well as Rolex watches, etc, etc. The usual type of stuff, and they're really high quality from what I've heard and from the reviews that I've watched, and you've probably seen also. However, San Martin have done something a little bit brave this month, and I can only salute them for this, because it's a step that a lot of AliExpress stores, brands, Chinese homage brands are pushed to do, but never really do. Saint Martin have released this, and that is their first original design. Now, I actually think it's a very good looking watch. Looks completely solid, and if it comes in the same type of quality as a Saint Martin watch does, I think it's a steal at £160. £161.80 even, last time I checked. I think that's an absolute steal. That is not a homage. That's an original designed watch, which we always ask for from these stores. So I think that this one's really going to get a good push. I think people will get behind this one. They've called this their retro diver. Now, it's packed with an H35 movement. As you probably expected, they do like to use the H35. Keeps the costs low, but it's a very reliable movement, very well-known movement also, so you know what you're getting. Now, the quality of Saint Martin is usually unrivaled at this type of price range. The only other option that you really have for this type of quality is Kronos. Again, another brand I haven't reviewed yet, but I would love to get my hands on. Both of them, I really need to get them in this year. I probably going to have to be in the next month or so, because it's that itch that I really need to scratch. Sapphire Crystal, as you would expect, and this is available on the Saint Martin official store. My link is in the description, and that is for £161. And I think that's a good deal. I think these are going to be quite popular, with it being Saint Martin's first original design. Started to go and get Amazon package. It was these little spring bars. And that is to finish the Aorus Rolex flip. So expect that very soon, hopefully. Now, back to the matter at hand. Nice little teaser for you there, isn't it? Nice little what to look forward to. So, next we have Kaloozi. Now, this is a new brand, and I have been turned on to them twice now, so I think that probably about time that I get them in. I have contacted them and they have no interest in replying to me, which is frustrating, but you know, it is what it is. Now, this is their Striver. This is a dive watch with 300 meters of water resistance, which is pretty capable. It's got a helium escape valve. Again, very impressive if it's completely functional. They claim that it is a titanium watch. That is in the listing header. However, I think that's probably titanium coated, and that's because the weight seems a bit heavy for something that's titanium. It is a big watch. I think it's 44 mil, but at the weight that they've advertised this, I just don't see it being titanium. So it may just be titanium coated. Now, it is sapphire crystal, which is a standard that we expect over the £100 mark, which this watch is £108 on the Kaloozi official store, Kaloozi global store, I think they call it. It is, however, packed with a Miyota 8000 series, which isn't my favourite. They've listed it as the 8218. I have no experience with that movement, but it does have a small second complication, and I believe that's what the 8218 will be, the small second of the 8215. I think this is really interesting because if it is titanium, it's beyond a bargain. If it's not, it's still quite cheap for what it is, a 300 meter dive watch. Now, next we have Cadisen. Now, we all know Cadisen. They make really nice watches. However, they're usually second choice to Pagani. Now, they have released this, and that is their Neptune series. I think it's a homage to the Rolex Yachtmaster, and I'm quite a fan of that watch. Now, this is a 40 mil watch, fully stainless steel casing, which we expect, sapphire crystal, NH35 movement, and it comes in at £77. Now, I think that's quite a good deal. The dial looks really nice on it. It looks like it's going to be really good quality. It is going to be in competition with the Pagani design answer to the Yachtmaster 40, and I don't know which one's going to be the best option for you guys, but the Pagani is one of my favoured homages available on AliExpress, and therefore I'm quite interested in getting this one in to try and compare the two and see which one I like the most. So this could be a really good option for me this month. Now, it is available for £77.11 on the featured store on AliExpress. I've actually spoken to them today and they seem quite nice. I actually got got on with them quite well. So hopefully something in the future can come of that. So guys, that is my list for the week. Please do let me know which ones you would like to see. If there's any that I have missed this month and you want to make sure that I'm aware of them, or you want to point me in the right direction for some reviews. A lot of you like to suggest things, and I love suggestions because it shows me what you want to see. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. And if you would like to pick any of these watches up, all of my affiliate links are in the description. I would really appreciate you using any of them if you are interested in these watches. Thank you for watching, guys. Please remember to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.